Here with members of the UW Lacrosse women's and men's swimming and diving team as they prepare for the NCAA Division III championships next Wednesday through Saturday, March 21st through the 24th. The meet will be held on the campus of IUPUI in Indianapolis, Indiana, hosted by the Indiana Sports Corporation and Franklin College of Indiana. Before we start and talk about individual events coming up for the national championships, we're going to have the 6 student athletes identify themselves, introduce themselves, list their hometown, and then we'll talk about the events that they'll be competing in. We'll start on our left.
All right. I'm Ryan Jessen. I'm from Chanhassen, Minnesota. I'll be competing in the 200 free relay, 200 medley relay, 400 free relay, and the 50-yard free.
I'm Jake Bridgefield. I'm from Lakeville, Minnesota. I'll be in the 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 200 freestyle, 200 free relay, 400 free relay, and 200 medley relay.
I'm Kaylee Aliotto. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin, and I will be competing in the 1 and 3 meter diving.
My name is Caroline Hoverson. I'm from Bristol, Wisconsin, and I will also be competing in the 1 meter and 3 meter diving.
I'm Hans Hover, and I'm from Shakopee, Minnesota, and I'll be competing in the 200 backstroke, the 200 freestyle relay, the 400 freestyle relay, and the 200 medley relay.
Hi, I'm Alec Carlson. I'm from Waukesha, Wisconsin. I'll be competing in the 200 free relay, the 200 medley relay, and the 400 freestyle relay.
There's our 6 student athletes who are, again, qualified for the national championships scheduled for next week in Indianapolis. We'll start with the women first. We'll go with the women first, talk about diving going on next week. Kaylee, you were the WIAC performer of the meet at the WIAC championships. You and Caroline both, of course, competed at the regional a couple weeks ago in the University of Chicago. First, start with Kaylee, with you, in terms of your experience, what you learned from diving at the nationals before going into this year, what you'll use to that for your advantage.
Just staying in the moment, as Barry always says. Not getting ahead of yourself, taking it one dive at a time. It's really important.
What advice would you give somebody who's competing for the first time as well? Stay in the moment, she says. Caroline, talk about your thoughts going into your first national championships next weekend.
It's definitely something that I never imagined doing since I started diving my sophomore year. So when I saw the scores, my jaw kind of dropped because I was not expecting it.
Let's review that central diving regional a couple weeks ago at the University of Chicago. Kaylee, your thoughts on that, how that went for you. Of course, you both qualified from that meet, but talk about how that went.
I think it went really well. We had a little bit of a rough first day, but we came back from that and qualified. So got a lot better.
Caroline, your thoughts on that meet?
I think my first day went better than my second day, for sure, because I qualified on 3 meter. So we were kind of opposite, I guess.
Yeah.
I had a better first day, and she had a better second day.
And your expectations going in, I believe there's 29 divers competing. So just talk about what the field that you'll see there. I know there's a lot of All-Americans returning as well, but what you expect from the field of competitors there.
There's definitely a lot of good divers. Anything can happen on any day, so kind of see what happens.
Caroline?
I don't really know what to expect. I'm nervous because there's a lot of good people at the regional meet, so I guess we'll see. Barry thinks we're going to do well, so Barry thinks so. It's true.
We'll move on to our men's swimmers who have competed, of course, for the national championships. A couple of them with past experience at the national meet. Talk about that in terms of going back, and same thing as we asked Kaylee, just in terms of the experience that you've learned from going to that meet in years past. Go ahead.
Well, it's nice to have that first round under in my belt, and it'll be a lot easier to kind of help the other guys kind of stay focused and keep them moving forward as the days goes on. Looking forward to staying focused on the next events, what's important, but at the same time, just having fun, enjoying the moment while you're there.
Yeah, like Justin said, I'm glad we have that first year under our belt because it felt like a learning experience. Like we were just there, just to be there the first time. We were just glad we made it, but now we're here to compete. We're here to score, and I think we'll be able to get All-American. And some advice I'd give to the other guys is, you're there for a reason. Do what you got to do, and we'll be looking good. We'll go fast.
Alec and Hans, just in terms of your feelings going into the national meet as well.
Well, I really just want to have fun and enjoy the experience, really.
I mean, I'm really excited to go. I've been close for a couple of years, and I'm just excited to finally, make it to the meet and qualify. So
Let's talk about the facility in Indianapolis. You have competed there before. Just talk about what kind of a facility they do have there.
Yeah, I mean it's a great pool. It's fast. It's got a lot of history to it too. I know that they've got it's an older facility, but they've held Olympic trials a couple of years, and it's a great pool. So I'm not worried about that at all.
Ryan, senior on the team. Just talk about maybe your career here at UWL as it's gone through the last 4 years.
Well, it's a pretty good way to finish it out, I think. Been pretty happy with it. We've improved every year. I got here, we weren't sending any guys to nationals. I was lucky enough to have Jake come in. We could bring a relay last year, and then we got even more guys, even more swims this year. So I'm looking forward to helping them out, helping to lead them, and hopefully they can keep the tradition going and keep improving and scoring more at nationals as the years go on.
Jake, just quickly touch on the league championships a couple years, the WIC championships a few weeks ago, named the swimmer of the meet. Just talk about that, getting that award.
That was really cool. I was really surprised. I thought Jack Engelhardt from Stevens Point really was going to get it. So when they called my name, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it, but I was really happy and proud to be able to represent UWL with that award.
Kayla, you're a two-time All-American. So just talk about your career here at UWL in terms of and going into this final weekend here.
It's been amazing. I actually came to UWL thinking I was going to do gymnastics. A few weeks before school started, I decided to do diving, and I thought I would regret that decision, but I never have. So it's just been amazing being on this team and knowing that I chose something that I really love to do.
Again, the 6 student athletes here representing UW Lacrosse for the swimming and diving championships. Again, they're next week, March 21st through the 24th at the University of IUPUI in Indianapolis, Indiana. Again, action starts at 9 a.m. Central Time each day with preliminary events. The finals are scheduled at 5 p.m. each day Central Time, Wednesday through Saturday. You keep updated on NCAA.com with live video and live results. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you.